Burn.
Que me quema tanto este ardor que llevo dentro, que me quema, que me quema tanto, tanto. Burn me at sunrise, ready to spit fire. Speak of becoming, native tongue, bruised tongue. El code switch comes so easy como aquí y there, weaving pieces of me, stitching genetic memory, tracing ancestral dreams. La lengua mestiza, silence cannot contain. The flames, el flor y canto, Quetzalcoatl breath, jade palabra, flowers and song filled with thorns, nopal blooming, thundermouth, lluvia words, lightning bolt, deep corazon, silenced women, bleeding hearts, tears of turquesa, words is medicine, sage for clarity, rage for transgressions, subversive tongue, idealist tongue, el dreamer drums our dance, pluma de locura, transcribing time, transcending tiempo, wild tongue, whispering tongue, blessed lips, ideas flow, sisters burn, speaking truths. This burning is for all of us, awake and full of desire. Sing nubes, smoke spirals, lucid ink spills onto air molecules. Frequency rises, turn up the volume. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos. Que me quema tanto este ardor que llevo dentro. Que me quema, que me quema tanto, tanto.
Japanese and Yiddish whispers embedded deep in these historic streets. And to think the now Mexican dominated borough was once a multicultural, affluent community is inconceivable to most in this barrio. For the all too familiar sound of the gun bang has consumed all possibility of such ideas. And for certain folk, this gun bang is a symphonic tune they crave to play on the daily. But amidst this urban tune, the smell of enchiladas finds its way to me, and the trompeta sounds becomes free inside the souls of a hard-working class. Mariachis and loncheras smoothly decorate this landscape with street vendors sprinkled all over from corner to corner, simply just trying to survive because in this neighborhood there is no option of a 9 to 5. Musical elegance resonates all through the alleyways and backyards of this neighborhood as the tune of life is being played on a Sunday morning by chiquillos with raspados in hand, accompanied by the voice of a doña trying to make a living for her family, so she shouts out with her soul, tamales y champurrado. I would like to welcome you all to a corner right next to a shop where they sell tostilocos and diablitos, to a corner located east of the LA River, to a corner in Marlboro Heights. You see, I was raised in the barrio isolated by freeway bridges, the same kind of bridges that determined the gangland boundaries. All the schools that I went to were poorly funded, so I'm undereducated, and I apologize if this flow does not fully express what I truly feel for. I'm not to blame. But I've always said forget being proficient in the English language because I want to become literate in the language that only my heart understands. I communicate through divine melodies created by the reverb of my word. Words nurtured inside the very depths of my soul. So when I hop up on the mic and I spit my flow, in essence, what I'm truly doing is offering you our words which reflect my soul.
Dig. I want to tell you about my grandmother and planting roses. How getting the soil just right for the seeds requires your whole body. Crouched, hunched, both hands, both arms, working, massaging, rotating. My abuelita didn't use a shovel, just some water, her hands, patience. She waited for the ground to invite her, and when the mud slid through her fingers, she went in. And in this story, I am 11 years old, and I go with her. Though it starts slow, it quickly gathers momentum, and there we are, pushing, sweating, all smells, all dark and thick. It's always an ugly business, getting to something so beautiful, she would say. Can you turn the earth, mija? I keep going, find my chest to the ground, my neck bent. I'll be honest with you. I was holding back then, because I was afraid to get dirty, afraid I wouldn't get the stains out of my knees, afraid to be surrounded, to be held. I didn't know if I'd make it back from the mud. Effort, she'd whisper. Keep going. The sun to my back, I'd push to get through. The moment when the seeds could drop was so close, and I wanted it to happen, but didn't know if my hands could get the job done. But we kept going. And before I knew it, I felt something give and I stopped, took a shallow breath in my flat girl chest and pulled out. Now just sit. Just for a minute, Tita said. I couldn't hear the freeway over my tita's house in North Hollywood, or the wires buzzing with electricity, or someone's favorite show, or a phone call goodbye. I only remember the sky. It was so blue, and a small wind found my face. I want you to know this is how you make me feel. When I'm thick in you, when I fall into you like a fool who only knows trust, and this moment when the whole of myself lets loose, I am up to my arms in you. Can I put my chest to the altar of your heart? I'll be honest with you. I'm not holding back. I'm here to make a mess of you because only the brave aren't afraid to get lost. They live to be consumed. So let me get lost in you. Can you turn the earth, mija? Can you let me use both hands to see inside your pain, your past, your desire, your hurt, and write a different ending? I enjoy the dark, the quiet. It's always an ugly business getting to something so beautiful. I want you to know that I come from a long line of growers, and I am not afraid to dig.
I'm the Asia-written Vengeance of Elvira Valdez, the best laid plans of Modesta, the reckoning of Santa Cruz, San Isidro, Bisbee, Chandler, Port Veneer, the blood, sweat, and tears of all that I refuse to forget. I'm that unpaid debt. No sidekick, no subplot, no mascot, no ethnic study. The universe I embody, the ground above me, the sky beneath my feet. Marching las calles, las estrellas, the circular calendar, sleep ni siquiera si vera past, the future and the present, la catch, all at once, because this moment I am you and you are me, and we are two clenched fists that still lit fire, sacred kept, found breaths called last fighting Aztec, laughing in the face of death, the blade of El Pachuco, guarding the temple steps, the strength of memory, the promise of tomorrow. Yo soy Chicano, y Chicano soy, a donde me lleves, el Chicano voy. They want you to think this is important. Critical to your rehabilitation for the way in which you entered this world. Read Thomas Jefferson or else you get pregnant. Standards and practices. Curriculum and instruction, and you, the product of a public education, do not interrupt, or you'll be led cuff face first to pavement like your father, your grandfather, your mother, your Nina, your tío, so you learn your lessons, not personal. It's all you people. So don't get mad. Don't be hurt. Don't make this political. It's economic. Objective. The law of self-interest that we let you in will become the canon, the classics, Alexander, Napoleon, who will shelve the wit and wisdom of Ben Franklin, Shelley, Shakespeare, Walt Whitman from the Palmanic, starting what is miserable, inefficient Mexico to do with the grand mission, the new world, the noble race. You fought. You lost. You don't get to define this. This isn't racism. It's progress. Providence. And God willing, you filthy mongrels, it is just the way it is. I look at you. I don't see color. I see labor. I see cops and robbers, guards and convicts, institutions of correction, schools that look like prisons, caged apartments. The cost of living, the cost of being brown is high as wage theft and the rent. Forget your savage tongue. I will teach us robust American love. Spoon feed you spics, freedom of speech till you learn to take a joke and speak to authority. I'll show you who you are in a book. You believe it because I said it and now you read it. And who are you to question the canon, the classics, Lowry, Kerouac, walk out in the great white brilliance of Wilson, Garfield, Roosevelt, Lincoln. Now listen because this is important. The universe is a muralist. The cosmos, our self-portrait. Starring a curandera, a danzante, a poet laureate. Decked out in de colores, a stylist, a mechanic, the barrio dandy cruising the rings of Saturn to the travel tips of Torres. Carrasco tearing down the curtain on Union Station. Joaquin returning triumphant, marching through halls of Tucson, mowing down leaves of grass. Fuck Walt Whitman. This is an Art Laboe dedication to Frida, Selena, Cantinflas, Luis Rodriguez, Valdez, the mighty Quinn, to all that we are and all that we've been through lifelines and timelines, galaxies and dimensions of pride, pain, and resistance. And Gothic are the soulless showers and the days of living music when the people of the sun are dancing to the tune of Valenzuela, and La Luna was a calavera as the ancestors welcomed in the future through circular calendars where I am you, you are me, sitting at a desk, looking to the stars, searching for an end to a poem that never began, that always was, and forever shall be.